Well, hello, Snow Disciples, and welcome to the February 1st edition of Snow Church. And our live snow shot of the day takes us to the beautiful Keweenaw Mountain Lodge, just up the road there from Kapahaba. Yes, this is where the snows are flying this morning across the Keweenaw. And another 4 or 5 inches or so in the last 24 hours. Not here in beautiful downtown scenic Jacobsville. We wonder if we even saw an inch. Oh well, that doesn't matter. There's no trails down here. No reason to come down here in the winter. Just leave me alone, okay? Will ya? Sorry, I got off track. Jacobsville is really a beautiful place in the summer, though. Well, let's see if I can get myself out of here. Always worried when I go to these. Oh, yeah. Actually, I had a kind of a hard time getting into full screen view. And now, I can't get out of it. Oh, brother. Isn't that something? I think what I need to do is restart this board. Huh. Well, let me try something here. Let me just do this. Oh. This is embarrassing. Let's do sleep. And I'll wake it back up. I said I'll wake it back up. Okay. Yay, look at that. Brilliance. All right. Enough of this. See, you shrunk it down. Good, good, good. Satellite showing the streamers hitting the north end of the Keweenaw. They will kind of boogie themselves around a little bit through the day today. And then by tomorrow, we'll start to have more of northwesterly direction. But before I get too far ahead of myself, here's the 24-hour snowfall ending this morning. And you can see where it really was the tip of the Keweenaw that saw the heaviest totals occur. Lighter amounts elsewhere. And, let's see. Radar really wasn't showing anything too ultra dramatic. So, again, if we wanted to, we could kind of zoom in on these lake effect bands. And you get an idea here. We've got essentially a westerly wind. And it's cold out there. That's why I'm representing both the Blackhawks and the Red Wings today. We've got Nicholas Lindstrom going on as far as the jersey goes, and Chicago Blackhawks as far as the hat goes. But I digress. Let's get into the forecast model, shall we? Yes, let's do that. Now, what we can see going on as we go through the period is the snow banding will start to spread itself down. This is by tomorrow morning. We'll start to pick up more of a northwesterly wind, and that'll cause the lake effect snow banding to become a little more generous across the UP snow belts. It won't just be the Keweenaw anymore. So there's the snows kind of working into other snow areas, UP lake effect belts, as well as northwestern lower. Some nice preconditioning coming off of Lake Superior. Preconditioning is when, one lake gives heat and moisture up, and then the second lake takes advantage of that warming and adding moisture and can produce healthier lake effect snows than if the other lake wasn't there. And then we'll just roll ourselves out here. We can basically stay in this map projection because there isn't a whole lot of snow, at least based on the European, outside of this map projection for the next 10 days. And here we are then through the weekend, Monday morning, getting us out to Tuesday morning, and then Thursday morning and finally ending at Friday morning. So you can see how the lake effect snows are the main concentration, although the European does show a couple of weak, almost clipper type systems to bring these additional snows outside of the lake effect areas. And I don't have any real reason to argue with that, although the GFS is going a different way with things as we get, especially towards the end of next week. So let's jump to the GFS, this map projection right now, and we'll go out to about 240 hours again. You can see how it sort of does the same thing, starts to spread the lake effect snows to other areas. Neither of these global models indicated much. I didn't touch that. I was a mile away from it. Anyway, that time I touched it. Wow, we're having fun this morning, aren't we, folks? Western UP snowbelts, Ironwood up towards Gogebic, the Porkies. None of these global models really are picking up on too much snow, but I did take a look at the regional models and what their interpretation was as we get into that northwesterly flow. And they're thinking anywhere between probably 3 and 6 inches of snow from, say, Ironwood through the Porkies, the Lake Ogibic area, kind of petering down to maybe just a couple of inches around Ontonagon. But then as you get up into the higher terrain again, Mass City, Rockland, all the way up the spine through Twin Lakes, Toivola, South Range, Painesdale, and then up through Houghton, Hancock, the rest of the Keweenaw, 3 to 6 inches. So we'll see. That again is for tomorrow, not today. Tomorrow when we get the winds more out of the northwest. But here we stand at Sunday morning. And we'll just keep on going. And now we are at Wednesday morning. And the GFS being a little bit more aggressive with the clipper type system snows the early part of next week. And then I will run it out to 240 hours. No, I won't. I'm going to stop right there. But watch this. I won't stand in the way of it. Watch right out here what happens. What's that, Daddy? Daddy, what's that? I don't see nothing. No. What's that? I don't know. I don't see nothing. All right. Enough clowning around. We're going to go to the full United States. You kidding me? I thought I had it up here. Oh well. We could do it this way. All right. No, not America. Kind of know you guys. All right. So, here we are. By about Tuesday evening, I'm going to go to Thursday morning. Look at the snow starting to form in the panhandles. Yes, sir. GFS is indicating a good old-fashioned panhandle hooker. Always like those panhandle hookers. Because what do? They bring snows to the Midwest. This time it would be the western and, well, basically northwestern Midwest. Sometimes they start out and they go right towards Chicago. This one's going to go up this way. At least forecasted to. Let's watch her go. See how she takes an aim on, it's about the southern 2/3 of Minnesota, then into northwestern Wisconsin, and then the UP, even northern and lower. So this would be a very, very nice scenario because, as a gentleman pointed out to me in the yesterday's Snow Church comments, hey, give Minnesota some snow. I know, you guys haven't gotten much lately, although you did do pretty good, especially a little further northward in December. So quit being so damn greedy is what the word I'm looking for. No, I'm just kidding. You could use some snow in Minnesota, and even in northern Wisconsin, you could use some freshies. The UP, a lot of places in the UP could use some freshies. Obviously, the Keweenaw has done pretty well now. This week so far, we're at about 2 feet of fresh so far. in the Keweenaw, so things are going dandy there. But at any rate, this is like scenario B, and as much as I would like to say that my confidence in this scenario is highest of all the scenarios out there, it's actually lowest, just because it's something new on the board. We haven't seen too many panhandle hookers occur this season. It is highest on my hope list, but you can hope in one hand and poop in the other, see which one fills up faster. So we'll see. I'd love to see this repeated in tomorrow's model and Friday's model, and I'd like to see the GFS pick up on it too. So we'll just see. Say your prayers, cross your fingers, cross your toes that this thing does end up playing out to fruition. It would be next weekend, not this weekend, but the weekend of like the 9th, or no, the 10th, 11th, and 12th. So long way out in the forecast. All right, now I'm going to jump to the next map, and that being the 500 millibar level. And I can kind of scoot through this pretty quickly, but what we're looking for is not a complete and total disappearance of this polar vortex, which we have in place right now. And there you may think it's completely disappeared, but there's still energy streaking in. And you can see it kind of wanting to reform and dig back down. There it goes. Not as massive and as beautiful looking as it was at the start of the loop, but it's still there. It's not going anywhere. Getting recharged, replacement. I am going to sneak out to the world level now. Again, United States right here, that massive polar vortex here. Look at what we got. We got the... I need to put like a choker collar on me, or zap collar. As I get too close, it zaps me. It keeps me from touching it. This Siberian low is rather huge too, and pretty nicely placed, almost right over the Kamchatka Peninsula. So that's how we've got that Kamchatka connection that I like to talk about. And here again, in the ridging over the west coast, although it's a dirty ridge done dirt cheap, it does have these waves of energy rolling in underneath it, so it's not a beautiful, nice, clean ridge, but I digress. And you can kind of see these features. The Siberian low kind of splits off into two pieces. This piece will stay pretty much here. I touched it again. And then this piece actually retrogrades more towards central Siberia rather than eastern Siberia. So you kind of, no, let's see. That is where you get the retrograde, right in here. So at any rate, I guess what I'm trying to show you in all of this is that we don't have that jet stream across the central United States going up north and ruining our day, warming things up, keeping us quiet, making us be like we were for a good chunk of January. So good news on that horizon. And I always like to end with good news. And I think I've plunked as much tabs as I can. I've hit the board accidentally way more times than I should have. So it looks like a good time to end this fiasco. Have a great day, everybody. Keep yourselves warm. Come on up to the Keweenaw. We got plenty of snow again. And not while you're driving here, but otherwise, keep your sticks on the ice.